Punjab, the land of 5 rivers, a state that helped feed India. In the late 1960s, the Green Revolution transformed Punjab into the country's breadbasket. Year after year, its farmers produced unprecedented harvest of wheat and rice, safeguarding India's food security. But every transformation comes with a cost. Today, more than 85% of Punjab's agricultural land follows the same rice feed cycle, and the strain on Punjab's natural resources is beginning to show. Paddy cultivation, while productive, is also deeply water intensive. Groundwater extraction has reached alarming levels. A report by the Central Groundwater Board has classified 19 out of 23 districts of Punjab as dark zones, indicating severe overexploitation of groundwater sources. At the same time, another challenge emerged from the rice feed cycle. Burning crop residue is often the fastest and cheapest way for farmers to clear their fields in between cycles, but the impacts extend far beyond the field. Crop residue burning creates severe air pollution across northwest India and down to the capital city New Delhi, home to nearly 30 million people.
ਪਾਣੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ। ਪਾਣੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਾਦੇ ਹੋਣੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਪਿਤਾ ਹੋਣੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਉਦੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਲੈਵਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਪਰ ਸੀ। ਉਦੋਂ 40-50 ਫੁੱਟ ਤੇ 60 ਫੁੱਟ ਤੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਸੀ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਣੀ 100 ਪਲੱਸ 150 ਪਲੱਸ ਚਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ।
It is within this context that the Nature Conservancy launched Prana, promoting regenerative and no-burn agriculture. Working across more than 6,200 villages in Punjab, Prana seeks to transform agricultural systems through regenerative agriculture. Its goal is not just to stop burning, but to make regenerative farming practical, profitable and scalable. To conserve groundwater, restore soil health, reduce emissions, promote crop diversification, and strengthen farmer livelihoods. Prana begins where the pressure is greatest, with rice. With practices like direct seeded rice and alternate wetting and drying, farmers are learning new techniques that do not always require continuously flooded fields. Instead, water can be used more efficiently while maintaining productivity. These practices help reduce groundwater extraction and significantly lower methane emissions from rice cultivation. But adoption requires trust. So, Prana combines scientific knowledge with field demonstrations, training camps, and farmer-to-farmer learning. But saving water is only one part of the problem. Management of crop residue is another. Prana approaches this challenge through 2 pathways. The first, in situ crop residue management. Instead of burning residue, farmers incorporate it back into the soil using specialized machinery that helps turn crop residue into organic matter. This improves soil health, retains moisture, and reduces dependence on chemical fertilizers. But one major barrier remained: access to such machinery, especially during narrow sowing windows. To solve this, Prana introduced an innovative pay-for-results model. Under this approach, machinery service providers receive incentives for every additional acre brought under regenerative practices. The more sustainable farming they enable, the more they earn. This transforms rural entrepreneurs into agents of change, not just machine operators, but partners in Punjab's transition towards regenerative agriculture.
पिछले साल ਆਪਾਂ 50 ਕਿੱਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਿਜਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਸੁਪਰ ਸੀਡਰ ਨਾਲ। ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਨੇ ਸੌਫਟਵੇਅਰ ਮਾਡਲ ਰਾਹੀਂ 200 ਕਿੱਲੇ ਦੀ ਬਿਜਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ। ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਇਸ ਕੰਮ।
Prana is also exploring off-site solutions for crop residue management. Through a pilot initiative, paddy residue is being converted into biochar, a carbon-rich soil amendment. Biochar improves water retention, enhances nutrient availability, and supports long-term soil regeneration. Regenerative agriculture also means moving beyond dependence on a single cropping system. Through crop diversification, Prana is encouraging farmers to adopt alternatives such as pear and poplar crops that requires less water than paddy, while generating better revenue. Diversification helps reduce pressure on groundwater, improves soil health, and builds improved resilience for farming communities in the face of climate change.
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਝੋਨੇ ਦੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਪਪੂਲਰ ਵੀ ਲਗਾਉਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ, ਜਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਮਦਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਾਧਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਬਚਤ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਵਾਤਾਵਰਣ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਅਤ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ।
But agriculture does not operate in isolation. Water, energy, and food are deeply interconnected. In Punjab, subsidized electricity has historically encouraged excessive groundwater extraction. So Prana, in partnership with the government of Punjab, is piloting a new approach. Solarizing agricultural pumps and enabling farmers to sell surplus electricity back to the grid. Under this system, the less electricity used for pumping groundwater, the more electricity can be sold. Meaning energy and water conservation itself becomes revenue generation, a shift where farmers are rewarded not only for what they produce, but also for what they preserve. Lasting transformation cannot happen through technology alone. It requires behavior change. Across Punjab, Prana has built an ecosystem of change rooted in culture, community, and trust. Verses on environmental stewardship from the Guru Granth Sahib are shared through Gurudwaras. Street theatre helps communities imagine a future without groundwater. Thousands of farmer trainings and demonstrations reduce uncertainty around new practices. Digital platforms spread information faster, and women are being engaged more actively in agricultural decision making. Because change spreads not through instructions, but through people, through neighbors, communities, and shared belief. Today, the impact of Prana is visible across Punjab, across 18 districts, more than 6,200 villages. 8 lakh hectares brought under no-burn agricultural practices. More than 400 billion litres of water conserved, 2.5 million tons of CO2 emissions avoided, and a growing movement towards regenerative agriculture not built on enforcement but on partnership. A key learning from Prana is that sustainability is not a practice problem but a systems problem spanning production, markets, consumption, and policy.
Prana's regenerative agriculture transition model can be extended to other Indian states under similar stress, such as Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh, and also to other regions where food production is challenged by water scarcity, high emissions, and degraded soil.
Prana is not only about eliminating burning, it is about restoring balance between food production and ecology, between livelihoods and sustainability, between people and the land they depend on. Because when farmers are given the right support, change does not simply remain an idea, it becomes a movement. Farmer by farmer, field by field, village by village.